Guys, it is Parker here bringing y'all another update on the Sundown Audio Show build in this Sequoia. We now have less than a week left before the show. I've got a few things left to do. Main one is getting the high output alternator hooked up. So we have an alternator from Brand X down there, so we're gonna be getting that in there today, guys, so stay tuned for that. For anybody that is new to my channel, thank y'all so much for checking in. So if you did not see the last video, we got all these hooked up. We have 6 audio pipe BDC 4s. And guys, this thing is insane. For a more, budget build, this thing is loud and it gets really, really low. So I've been really, really happy with it. And as you can see back here, we have a big old power plant, of course. Tar amps 12K. And we have 128 amp hours of lithium cells. These are headway cells. This thing has been awesome. Even playing this, I never ever get below 12 volts. However, the big issue with this car is that the stock alternator only charges to around 13.6, and I'd like it to charge higher. And just having a higher output alternator will, of course, allow for more amps to go out as well. So we're going to be putting in a 250 amp alternator. That is the biggest that I was recommended to put in the Sequoia by multiple people, including Brand X and CES. So that's what we're going with. Should charge while idling, no problem, which is, of course, great for giving demos and whatnot. So here's the alt we're going with, guys. Of course, a Brand X alternator. Now in my Jeep, I had a CES alternator, and I absolutely loved it. It was great. But for this build, I decided to try out something different. Brand X seems to be huge. Everybody's getting them. So I figured I would give it a try and see what I thought of it. Now it comes with this little plug here, but I went ahead and got the plug and play adapter. So basically what this does is this will just plug into my stock wiring harness. And all this is the on-off wire. And then this guy right here is just gonna run to the positive on my alt. So right there. I guess that's just a sensor wire so it knows how much voltage is being put out. This is an internally regulated alternator, so it does not let the computer in the car regulate it, and it's set to 14.8 volts. Yeah, so having 14.8 volts as opposed to 13.6 at the moment should be huge, and having just the fact this is a 250 amp alternator. I believe I have like a 150 in here or something. I don't remember exactly, but either way, definitely going to be a big bump and improvement for this. So we've already got a nice extra 0 gauge positive wire ran from here to the alt, but I think I'm going to run another negative from the battery to the alt as well. Just all that is nice and clean and we get the best voltage possible. Now the alt is way down there, right there, so it's kind of a pain. Got to get underneath here, take off this panel, and then we can get to the alt from there. So here's my alt right here. Shouldn't be too big of a pain, but it might be. Just gotta take the belt off. Gotta undo this screw. And then there's one up there. And there's one up there. So hopefully that's all I gotta do to take it off, but I'm not 100% sure. I guess we'll just find out. So far I'm making some decent progress. We got all this out and down here and out of the way. All right, guys, that was a huge pain, but we finally got it off. Big issue is that you also got to take out this guy right here. It's your power steering pump. And it's just really tight to get to the bolts, and it was just a huge problem. But we got it out, so hopefully we can get the other one in without too much trouble, but I'm not sure. I've heard I may have to sand down part of the power steering pump in order to get the other one to fit. So when you buy the plug and play adapter from Brand X, it's got this little 3D printed part on it, which is obviously pretty rough, so it doesn't really fit in here like it should. So I'm just saying all these little edges to make it smooth, and then it should clip into here, no problem. So we got this ready to go. Got the connector sanded down, so it fits right in there, no problem. And then this blue wire goes to your positive. So I just put a little terminal on it, heat shrinked it and taped it, and put it on there, so it's good to go. So let's see if we can get this thing in there. Not sure if it'll fit easily or not. I have heard sometimes these will hit the bracket for your power steering pump and you gotta sand down that bracket. So Not sure how I'll do that if I have to, but who knows? Let's see if we can get this thing in there. Guys, this is turning into a huge pain. Basically, the issue here is that this little thingy right here is right in the way of my plug, because on this guy, the plug comes up, whereas on this guy, the plug goes out. So, just poor engineering on the aftermarket Alts part. They definitely didn't really check that, I guess. Who knows? Anyway, point being, somehow I gotta mill all that out right in there. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be a big old pain. Guys, this has been a huge nightmare, but had to pull all this up because I had to pull this little bracket off. It's right on the, let's see if we can see that. Right on the back of it, I had to cut that whole little section out. You can see right there. But I test fitted the alternator and the plug went on the other side just fine, so don't need to do anything else there. But then getting this bracket back on was a huge pain, but we have it back on, so I think we can start kind of putting everything back together. Okay guys, we got all this back together. Sorry I haven't been doing much filming, but not really a whole lot to show. It's just been a lot of tedious stuff that's kind of been a pain. But there she is, looking all good. So we gotta just hook up my two positives over here into the little positive post, and then I'm gonna run a negative, hook it up to probably this guy, and run it down to here along with those wires, and then up to the top. Didn't have time to get the ground on last night, had to be somewhere, but we're gonna go ahead and get that done before the sun sets. So I just gotta pull that bottom panel off again, and then we're just gonna run it from here down along there. So I got it ran kind of how I want it, just so I know where to cut it. So I'm gonna cut it probably about here or so, just so we have a little bit extra so we can loop around. Should be just perfect. So we got this done. Of course, this going to the alternator. We got, this is the stock ground for the battery. This is grounded right to the body of the car down there. And then this guy just runs right along through there. Along through here. And then grounds directly to the alternator. And of course, there's those connections up there. We were able to plug back in the stock power connector as well, so that is awesome. Anyway, guys, I think that about wraps this up. Just got to put this bottom plate on here, and then I'll show you all the voltage. So before it charged right at 13.6 volts, but we should be looking a good deal better. So right off the bat, we're sitting at 14. And I've noticed when you start up and it's cold, it'll sit about 14.6, 14.7, or if you're driving, so if I rev it up a little bit, you'll see it climb. Let it sit for a second, right at idle, we are sitting at 14.6, and I got a multimeter and metered up front, and it's showing the exact same thing. So guys, this is great. This is a full volt higher than we were on the stock alt. Well guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. That was a huge, huge pain. When I did the alt on my Jeep last summer, it took me like 30 minutes, whereas this took me close to 4 hours. Again, just a huge, huge pain, but should be worth it. Hopefully it'll be a great, reliable alternator, and it'll last me a long time. So far, glad to see that the volts are looking perfect. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. A little shorter video today, trying to keep them shorter and get more uploads out so y'all can be more up to date on what I'm doing. Cannot wait to see some of y'all at the Sundown show here Saturday the 15th. If you see me there, just calling up. Would love to show y'all the system, maybe give y'all a demo, and would love to check out your builds as well, guys, so cannot wait. Anyway, stay tuned. I think next video we're going to finish getting the 4-channel amp hooked up. I believe at least that's what we're going to do. Not 100% sure, but that's the main big thing I have to do before the show. So y'all stay tuned for that. And then, of course, we're going to make a video also just kind of putting this thing closer to full tilt so you really can see what it can do. It's pretty impressive. I had it really pushing hard yesterday. Not going to be the craziest thing at Sundown, obviously, but for a little YouTube build, my first, bigger build, it is awesome, guys. I am so excited. I have already broken off my rear wiper, so if that says anything, I don't know. But anyway, guys, Stay tuned for the next video.